On my YouTube page, right? Yeah. So take the link from there and send that to her. I'm just doing one last thing. Play a little music for the people.
Yeah. Chosen one got the sauce. Day one with the juice. I made it be the wave. New wave.
Enjoy, not to.
We stay on our grind.
Yeah.
We did
You load me
know
down?
it's time to shine.
Yeah.
We live mellow, gang pop out.
Okay.
Pop out now,
Yeah.
we finish out. Shout out.
I made it, 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 I made it. I picked up the phone and they said I was famous. Now I'm at the top and I'm faded. I swear when the haters that's hating. Young brother celebrating. I got them saying congratulations. They mad cause I made it, I made it. I made it, 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 I made it. Traveling to all these places. See a bunch of different faces. The game is mine for the taking. Young boss in the making. I can't believe what I'm saying. I'm here, mom, yeah, I made it. All my life was a struggle. Had to come up to myself, had to hustle. I moved quiet through the jungle. People was waiting to see me in trouble. But I was leaving them like Goku. They expect to see those moves. When people see what you go through, they be so shocked, man, I told you. And now I'm chilling eating Snickers. Yeah, I'm bulling, I'm a winner. Now I'm on flash, pockets on cash. I'ma dime you some glitter. I came up, I can't stop it. When I see the top, I'ma top it. I'm feeling like a mellow rocket. And I got the key, so I'ma lock it.
We stay on our grind. We did now it's time.
Yeah, we in
to
the building.
shine. We live mellow, gang pop out.
Big show today, y'all.
Now we finish out. Shout out.
I made it, I made it.
2020, and we're back.
I picked up the phone and they said I was famous. Now I'm at the top and I'm faded. I swear when the haters that's hating. Young brother celebrating. I got them saying congratulations. They mad cause I made it, I made it. I made it, 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 I made it. Traveling to all these places. See a bunch of different faces. The game is mine for the taking. Young boss in the making. I can't believe what I'm saying. I'm here, mom, yeah, I made it.
They say I ain't gon' make it, flex on the beat. Got the haters faded, got the people going crazy, killing the game, got everyone hazy. Ain't worried about you, I'm worried about me. Making that money, it full up the tree. Haters keep creeping, they can't let me be. I'm paving the way so they can achieve. Ooh, never slow down. Ooh, stand on your ground. Ooh, believe in yourself. Ooh, stand up, hold your crown. Keep better, you'll see the key. Feel it, kill it, follow your dreams.
Yeah.
Keep it 100, vibe with your peeps.
2022
Dream I made it with
crazy.
chosen and me. We stay on our grind. We did now it's time to shine. We live mellow.
Make sure you share. And yes, I'm in the building. Ride with me.
I made it, 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 I made it. I picked up the phone and they said I was famous. Now I'm at the top and I'm faded. I swear when the haters that's hating. Young brother celebrating. I got them saying congratulations. They mad cause I made it, I made it. I made it, 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 I made it. Traveling to all these places. See a bunch of different faces. The game is mine for the taking. Young boss in the making. I can't believe what I'm saying. I made it, mom, yeah, I made it.
Yo, live.
Make sure you guys share. We are here.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get focused. What you trying to get into right now? Just looking for a little bit of Mary.
A word.
Yeah, we here, y'all.
I'm blasted all over the place.
I just need a little Mary so I can roll up. Fuck with me and my team, and nigga, you get hold up. I don't got no time for your fucking poison. I just wanna get lit, smoke and stay focused. I just need a little Mary so I can roll up. Fuck with me and my team, and nigga, you get hold up. I don't got no time for your fucking poison. I just wanna get lit, smoke and stay focused.
She a queen, she on the low, like a nigga didn't know. She got the gold, crushed up so we can smoke. Hats put on the show, rolled one for the road. Puff, puff, then pass. She don't want none of that, unless it's some gas. Like it's a joke, I start to laugh, I start to cough. Thought you could hang, fuck do you mean? This shit ain't nothing to me. Soon as I'm home, I start to scroll like I'm a wizard hoe. Cause Mary
All right, y'all,
she mythical. Rolled one as a gift to go. Cause smoking shit ain't that difficult. And I just need a little man.
And I'm ready to go to work.
I just need a little Mary so I can roll up, fuck with me and my team, and
I turn my headphones up. Yeah.
I don't got
I like it loud.
For your fucking poison. I just wanna get lit, smoke and stay focused. I just need a little
time for me to hit the button, y'all.
So I can roll up, fuck with me and my team, and niggas you get hold up. I don't got no time for your fucking poison. I just wanna get lit, smoke and stay focused.
Don't fuck with my Mary, don't fuck with my team. I'm smoking my shit and I'm making a scene. I'm popping that bottle so we'll shake. And I'm always waking and baking. If I'm buying the shit, you rolling the shit. We both putting in. When it comes to the split, dog smoke with me, I'ma make him quit. Don't snoop so low and even doubt me, bitch.
Now let me just perform what I'm smoking.
This bitch so loud and tastes so good, and need another one.
Now rolling.
I'm a smoker, hope you smell the funk. Have you so high, you'll think you drunk. Throwing up your food, I can see the chunks. So let me leave you alone before you hide in the trunk.
I just need a little Mary so I can roll up, fuck with me and my team, and nigga you get hold up. I don't got no time for your fucking poison. I just wanna get lit, smoke and stay focused. I just need a little Mary so I can roll up, fuck with me and my team, and nigga you get hold up. I don't got no time for your fucking poison. I just wanna get lit, smoke and stay focused.
Like a transformer, she a Decepticon, chilling in the upper echelon. Did I smoke it all?
Yeah, I see y'all populating the room.
Then here come Mary. She
put some in the chat so I know that you're there. Stop trolling.
She smelling fire. I'm on the hook. She's pulling the wire. Nigga, we live. I'm in the back.
You ready, Al?
Mary
Man, I've been ready, bro. As soon as the clock hit 2022, I was there.
Ty Dre, you ready to rock and roll?
Oh, you already know what it is, man.
Gary D, you in the house?
Let's do it. Was never alone. I've been just like a soldier. I grow and get bolder. We smoking, we siphon, we crushing, we.
Once again, this is The Conversation, and we're back for 2022, y'all. This is the first show of the year. Hip Hop Boulevard's in the house. Al Pizarro's in the house. Ty Dre's in the house. We got special guests in the house. Gary Factor's in the house. And, of course, yours truly, Rock Logic, is in the house. Check it out right now. In New York City, it is now 40 degrees and it's cloudy outside. Still got to wear a coat. Can't wait for the summertime to come. Don't be deceived by the way I'm dressed. It's warm in the studio. So don't get psyched out by the short sleeve shirt, as my colleagues all dressed appropriately.
Yeah. Hey, red is the color for today.
The color for today apparently is red. There's more red at this table than anything. Oh, we got red bags, right?
Yeah.
We got red bags. Oh, yeah. We're gonna show all that shit today.
Yeah.
Word up. And I'm here. And YouTube, make sure you share, man. And put something in the chat so I know you're there. Say hello. Happy New Year or something. All right, there you go. Renee Mickens is in the house. Good afternoon. Good to see you. Renee is the COVID-19 warrior.
There you go. We gave you a label, Renee.
War Global Media is in the house. A lot of the team is watching today. Big shout out to Jeff. Big shout out to the One Night crew. I see y'all online. Big shout out to the Real Discussion. I see Robin online. 1, 2, 3, and bang. Whew, it is good to be here, y'all.
It is.
You know, this 2022 thing, you know, it's been a rough year. And once again, I'm gonna treat this show like I treated my show yesterday, all right? A lot of people passed. I know you passed, but you know what? Tired of the gloom and doom. Big shout out to Jesse. I missed him on the last show. And then I caught everybody else like Kango and Sidney Poitier and Betty White. And who else passed? I just want to get through this. Anybody else that I can remember?
Of recent?
Recent. Big shout out to Kid Capri. Hope you're feeling better. Big shout out to K Slay. Hope you're feeling better. And I'm done with that. Who?
DJ Cool V.
What happened to Cool V?
DJ Cool V.
What happened?
Yeah.
Got COVID too.
Yeah.
Okay, big shout out to Cool V. Hope you feel better. And our very own DJ Flame. Big shout out to her. I believe she's coming home today.
Tomorrow. Yep.
Today, tomorrow. So big shout out to everybody, and that's that. I'm done with the gloom and doom, y'all. I'm sorry. I got to have a good time. You know what I'm saying? I got to talk about things. So one of the things that we have going on in Global Media is we started an online 24-hour-a-day radio station.
Nice.
Right? That we can play all the shows all the time. Everybody has a time slot. You want to check your show out. Let's say Hip Hop Boulevard, The Conversation comes on at 6 o'clock every day, and it will be that show every day that we did that week that we have. I have some of the old shows too, and that's kind of the format that I'm keeping. So the talk show block starts from 4 p.m. and ends at about 8 or 9 o'clock at night with all the shows. And then I just do hour. I just do 1 hour show, even though, the real discussion is 2 hours. After an hour, it's done. And I do an hour highlight of each show.
Nice.
And then after that, the rest of the time, we're playing music. You know what I'm saying? So we're playing popular music. We're playing new music, and so you can send us music now. Nice. That we can actually play. And we ain't got to worry about Facebook. And we ain't got to worry about YouTube. Because you can, we don't have to worry. And, love you, YouTube. Sorry. I'm going to get blocked, right? I'm already having Facebook problems. But, so that at least, now we can put into fruition what our mission is, right? Which is to, break new records and new artists and mix it up with the old stuff so it keeps people entertained and, and what's going on. So that's the big deal. So without further ado, I got to introduce my main man. He gave me some money today. He gave me a bag. He brought me some water. Apparently, Al Pizarro missed me. I'm just going to say that. Apparently, Al missed me. Big shout out to Al Pizarro. He's on the screen now.
Hey, let me tell you something. Happy New Year, everybody.
Yeah.
Happy New Year. I didn't see y'all, but Happy New Year. There you go. Just want to make sure everybody understands what's going on here.
Ooh, the great Peso's in the house. What's up, Peso?
Peso. In San Fran. He's in San Fran now.
Oh, word? He's out in Cisco? He's on the coast?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. What's he doing out there?
Take care of his business. Make
right
money.
on. He ain't moving.
No.
He's coming back, right?
Yeah.
He's just touristing, like visiting.
Yeah.
All right, so we can't lose.
He's doing some things.
Yeah, we can't lose an East Coast MC to the West Coast.
No, that's happening.
All right, I just want to make sure we was good. That's all.
Hey, let me tell you something. My co-host was in rare form yesterday. Rare form. You got something to say about that, Ty Dre?
You talking about me?
I'm talking about you.
Yeah, we're talking about Ty Dre.
Oh. I guess I was. Well, I mean, first, it's great to be
He's going to
back.
bring out the big guns. You said you're going to bring out the big guns.
Hold on,
not yet? I'm excited.
Al is full of energy, right? I need that energy right now. I'm not gonna lie, I'm hungover. I don't know what's happening, but that's how you enter the new year.
Nice, yes. Nice. I love that.
All right, and I had to make sure I made it today because it's the first show, and it's been a while since we all been sitting at the table. So this is a New Year's extravaganza
reunion.
Yes,
right. We make a year in February.
What?
Yeah,
we've been doing this for a year.
Started in February.
Yes, February last year. 1 year anniversary.
What?
Yeah.
Hold on, wait. Before we get to what we have to get to, what are we doing for that? You don't just walk over that.
We're gonna figure out something really special.
We gotta do something
really special.
Okay, all right. I have an idea, but we ain't gonna say it all. Well, I mean, it is the point of the discussion, but we'll talk about it later. But we got to get to the topic at hand here.
Yeah, you.
It's still me. Oh.
Yeah, because you ain't really explained what you did yesterday. Why Al is saying you were in rare form.
Oh, well, Rock. It's funny because wasn't that the last time I was there? It might have not been. I might have came in again after that. But you was showing something, very, very special to the table. And I remember that you kept saying during the show.
Yes, I did.
That you only have one.
That's right.
No one can tell you nothing.
Can't tell you nothing.
Because it's just you. You're the only one. But officially, as of yesterday, I have one too. I have a salutation.
Citation.
From
we got to hit the beat.
Ruben.
Give him the horns, baby.
Former borough president of the Bronx.
Wow.
Thanks to my brother Al.
Mr. Al Pizarro.
Yo.
He is on fire.
You got a citation.
Yo,
citation
citation.
You got a photo of that, man.
Yes, you know what? Hold on, wait. Because now I need proof.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You're not just going to walk on here and be stealing my shine. I want proof. Hold on, let me see if I got it here. Hold on.
We need to take a photo together, Rock.
Yeah, we definitely do. Let me just see. Let me do preview here. Let's see what's going on here. Because this room is going on.
Is the citation a citation? Now, which one is it? What's the right word?
It's a citation.
You know, because I said citation to somebody, they was like, "Oh my gosh, what did you do? Are you getting arrested or something?" Like,
right?
Was you peeing in the park naked? Like, why are you getting that?
There it is. Ty Dre receiving a citation.
Oh, that is me. Wow.
That
That's a bad jacket, ain't it?
Come on, man. You threw that thing on.
Straight out of a Michael Jackson video.
It looks beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
And then you should. I mean, I see your citations backwards.
Oh, well, he got a picture of it.
I don't have the turned around version.
I don't even know how to hold it properly.
But
it's still very weird to have one.
Yeah, but I think a citation for like peeing in the park and a citation that you receive is the exact same thing, except for one is good and one is bad.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think that's kind of what it is, because I think it's the same thing.
Right. Yeah, it's like shit.
Right.
All right.
It can be good and bad.
Yeah.
Right. You can be like, oh,
hey, you're the shit.
You're the shit. Or you're shit.
You sound like shit.
Right? Shit has many meanings, you know. So, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
That you got a citation.
I said during the speech yesterday, I said, you know, to be so young, actually, and in hip hop, you know, to get one, and even in that short amount of time of 8 years of doing music, all the trials and tribulations, and just those 8 years of, you know, possibly wanting to quit, letting those inner thoughts get the best of me, and you know, things not working out the way I planned, and things of that nature. I realized that it's not up to me. You know, it's a higher power that has a different plan. You know, it has its own timing.
Right.
So getting this award, you know, I gotta thank you, Al, because it really made me realize you move so fast every day. You know, and you don't even look at the past, and you're so focused on the future, you're not even living in the present. You know, so that was a moment for me to really sit in the present and say, okay, well, I guess I have done enough to receive this. So.
And congratulations for coming to the room. Diane Cameron says, congratulations, Ty Dre.
Thank you.
Amanda, what she says, congratulations. We're going to talk about that in a minute. The Great Peso from the Fearless Force says, congratulations, Ty Dre.
Legend, thank you.
So it's across the board, and you deserve it. That's number one.
Thank you, Rock.
Right? And if you ever have a doubt that you think that you should quit this game, then you pick up the phone and you call me. You know what I'm saying? Because I will energize you and be like, nah, nigga, that ain't how it's going. This is how it's going to go. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, in my own career, I've wanted to quit. You know, I've wanted to not do it. You know, and I assessed that the other day, and I'm like, you know what? You know, through it you might not get there how you plan on getting there. There's going to be a plan is just a blanket thing. It's just your plan. The road to the plan is many different paths.
Come on.
As long as you get to the goal, that's where it's at. You know what I'm saying? A plan is never perfect. It's not supposed to be.
Right.
It's just a blueprint.
Right.
Of how you want to get there. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? So you keep going.
Oh, thank you.
So let me share something with people, because some people have a misconception of things. We're not in the, you know, Hip Hop Boulevard is not in the business of giving citations and proclamations and just confirmation on people that it looks right. We're not there to win, you know, popularity awards. Not about it looks right. It's that it is right. So it's not about who you are and how famous you are and what you've done. It's the fact that you've done. The fact that you've done something in hip-hop, that's what we're acknowledging here. Right. So in graffiti, and b-boy, and DJing, and MCs, and politics, okay, and social awareness, if you use this hip-hop, this culture, this thing, this monster that's gobbling up like a Pac-Man all over the place, if you used it in any capacity forward to be positive, then we want to acknowledge that. So, because there's a lot of people that misunderstand what the hell we're doing here.
Right.
You know? And, bro, everybody who's done it big has gotten awards on top of awards on top of awards.
Right.
But we actually yesterday gave you an award because of what you're doing, and then gave somebody else that's been in hip hop for over 46 years for what he'd been doing. And it's the fact that you're doing something. And everybody feels that if you didn't do this, you shouldn't get this. You know what? Screw you people. Screw you guys.
Alrighty then.
That way.
There you have it.
Right? Because
There you have it.
I'm giving that up.
there was a guy carrying your records before. There was a guy that let you get in the damn studio.
Yeah.
There was a guy that gave you the damn money for the paint. And all that. So I don't want to hear none of that crap about what dues they paid and all that stuff. They did something in hip hop. That's what they acknowledge. That's why Hip Hop Boulevard is about this is what we're about.
Yeah.
And if you don't like that, make your own Hip Hop Boulevard company.
Oh my God! End the show.
Oh, drop the mic, baby. I ain't never heard Al ain't never been like that, bro.
Al's got passion.
You got passion.
I like this Al.
Exactly.
This is 2022.
Yeah.
Bring it and get ready.
All right.
Alrighty then. Okay.
I like
And
this
I
Al.
got something for you too. For 2022, the next panel.
Oh, my.
The next panel. Guess who's gonna set it up for us?
Cool.
Ty Dre and OnStar. There you go.
Yeah, that's what I'm
All
talking
right,
about.
so the youth are coming in. They're gonna bring in the fire, and they're gonna set up the next panel. And you know what? You got something to say? Come to the panel and speak up.
Wow.
Stop
Alrighty
speaking in the
then.
shadows.
Yeah, exactly. Stop trolling. Stop. I got to tell you, it's life is full circle, right? Because I met Al a very, very long time ago. I was a teenager, right? And when you make your first record ever, right? Because I made my first record, it was a plate. I went to the studio. I had a demo, right? It was called At the Party with the Monster Set, right? And I paid for it and everything. I'm the same guy I've been all my life. I'll pay for stuff. I'll do stuff because I believe in my dreams, right? So I'll do stuff. And I had this record that was called At the Party with the Monster Set, and I did the beat in the studio, and I rapped on it, right? And Al had the office on the concourse. It was a concourse, right? Yeah. And I came to Al, a young Rock Logic, right? I was Little Rock, right? And I'm proud of my record, and I give it to Al. I go, Mr. Bizarro, you can listen to my record, I'm trying to get it. Because he had like Jackie Jack records and all the stuff, and I was around the freestyle thing at La Mirage and all that with George Lamont. I was around that. And I give it to Al. Al plays, and he goes, nope. And I was like, nope, what? He's like, nope. He's like, this ain't it, bro. This ain't it. And I took my record, and I was like, damn. And I walked off, hurt, disgusted, right? But later on in life, Al gave me a citation. That's what I'm saying. All right.
What a story.
Things come full
But
circle.
you know what the deal is with that? I tell everybody, if you're going to let me hear something, I'm going to tell you the truth.
And he was so truthful about it. And I was like, I don't need Al. I'm going downtown. I'm going to Profile. I'm going to be on the same label as Run DMC. So I went to Corey Robbins. Right? And this time, I put the record, right? This is Believing in Your Dreams, right? I put the record in a Shaka Khan album cover.
Wow.
So it would stand out, right? It was a I Feel For You album, right? With the drawing, right? And I gave it to Corey, right? And Corey, for a week, didn't listen to the thing. So I called Corey. I said, Mr. Robbins, can you listen to my record? And he said, which one is it? I said, the one in the Shaka Khan album cover. He puts it on. He goes, so do you want me to mail this to you or you want to come pick it up? And I was like, do I have the deal? I'm on a payphone, right?
Wow.
He's like, nah, bro, nah. So, your first record, I guess, is a terrible record. It was terrible, but, that's you believing in your dream, right? You keep going.
Right.
It didn't work out the way I thought it was going to work out. And then I got into the business, with engineering and all that. And that's kind of how I found my way into the music business and then actually starting to make records the way I wanted to. But you got to believe in yourself. And this Hip Hop Boulevard thing, guess what? This shit don't stop, right? And the problem that I see in our community is outsiders try to govern your shit on how you should run your thing. You know what I'm saying? You run your thing how you run your thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what hip hop is about. Every crew ran their crew how they felt that their crew should be run, right? No matter who it is. So when you have these outsiders from other crews telling you how you should do your thing, it don't really make a whole lot of sense.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Not at all.
You do what you do. You know what I'm saying? It ain't affecting you, and maybe you should get down naturally. Maybe you should try that, right? Do that, right? It's the same. And then I'm a bridge it a little bit because the same thing happens with the Universal Hip Hop Museum, right? A lot of people think that Rocky and LG should run it a certain kind of way, and this one don't belong in there, and that one don't belong in there, and so on, and all this other foolishness. Listen, that's their thing. They're running it. Here's the beauty, hip-hop, that you'll have to understand. These two entities, Hip Hop Boulevard and the Universal Museum, Hip Hop Museum, are giving people a place and a voice to learn about hip-hop and understand the foundation of hip-hop and tell the story as we know the story to be fact. Mm-hmm. If you would have let other entities tell the story, then you would think Russell Simmons started hip-hop. No bust, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You would think Puffy started hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? We're preserving a culture, right? So when Al gives those citations out to graffiti artists, right, and people that aren't that well known, but we knew them in the streets, we knew their tag, we knew when they did the parties, that's preserving the culture.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's building the foundation up for the rest of the people that might have been at the top of that foundation. You know what I'm saying? So they got to stop that. I just want to say that.
And you know what's funny is that, man, giving somebody a pat on the back, coming from the Bronx Borough President, Fernando Cabrera's office, and the former Bronx Borough President, and Fernando Cabrera's office, and he's a former councilman, it just gives it that credibility. Because many organizations do their own citation. Mm-hmm. So we could do like a hip hop of our own citation. Right. But what we wanted to do was to really validate their work, their worth. And go to these individuals and say, we believe these people deserve that much of recognition because of what they did. And if it's only one citation they get in their lifetime, guarantee that their family, their kids, their generation going forth and all that stuff, say, hey, that's my granddad did that.
That's right.
My grandmother did that. That's them. And all that. If it just does that one thing, then we are proud to be able to be in that process. Everybody should just be helping everybody and pushing everybody. Don't be the crab in the cage trying to pull somebody down. Help everybody.
Because at the end of the day, y'all, the older hip-hop generation that created hip-hop, y'all got to understand something. You are all dying off. Right? let's just,
it's true. It's true.
You in your 60s and your 70s, do you really want your story to be untold? Do you really want your story to go to the grave with you? You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why we still know about Beethoven, right? None of us met Beethoven, never us ever been to a Beethoven concert, but you know about him because he's in museums and he's part of the culture and the fabric and the history.
They keep repeating the information decades and decades and decades. And hip hop has to learn that we're the ones that got to take care of this. We're the ones that are going to have to, protect it, preserve it, and all that. And we're going to have to start getting along with each other. You're going to have to, that's the whole thing. They look at us, and when I say they, I'm talking about other entities outside of hip-hop. Look at hip-hop, it's like, well, it's about time they did something. It's only been, 47, 48 years. It's about time.
Look,
go ahead, Gary. You're going to say something?
He never talks. Gary Fax joins the show.
That's how you know it's a special show.
It's about telling our story. I remember one of the last conversations I had before with DJ Yoda before he passed away was that he said we have to tell it. We have to tell our story because before he passed away, he was working on the story for Sylvia Robinson and Sugar Hill Records, like the original story. Now, ironically, Warner Brothers picked it up from somebody else, and they're in the middle of doing sort of a watered down version. So back to what Al and Rock is saying, we have to tell our story. Hip hop has a major story, and we have to keep it true and authentic, and that's what Hip Hop Boulevard is doing. That's what the Universal Hip Hop Museum is doing. And
the crazy shit is this. Sylvia's not even here to tell that story.
Exactly. Yeah. True.
It's her story. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And now it has to be interpreted through other eyes. You know what I'm saying? And, you just don't want to be that. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
What we got in the chat room?
Oh, my God. We on fire.
Lit up.
Sean Sherry, love your support, Al, for veterans and emerging artists. Renee Mickens says, teach rock. Peso says, hit him with the truth, Al Pizarro. Renee says they can't use Hip Hop Boulevard. It's trademarked. Oh, yeah, somebody did that to you. Doing something positive in the hip hop community. That was Renee. Carlos Leon says, preach rock. Amanda, congratulations. Amanda's in the room, as a matter of fact, because we have a special guest. We're going to talk about that in a minute. And, the room's been lit, Robin's in the room. Yep, I got a hi, Robin. So Robin, the Real Discussion's in the room. So, I mean, we're here, man.
We are.
You know what I'm saying? We are here and we're active. And it's a good place to be. So, Al, what else is going on? Now that we've gotten that business out of the way, because I know you wanted to rant.
So, yeah, man. So, I had to say what I had to say.
Yeah, you definitely, So
I think I now require Al to do at least one rant a show.
Yeah, at least, because we need that shit. We need that passion.
That was money.
So I took notes the last couple of days.
Okay.
Notes. See, I took a lot of notes.
That's a lot of notes.
A lot of notes.
Wasn't joking.
So this is what I'm going to say. All right. So in 2021, Hip Hop Boulevard had set off 25 different projects. Okay. In 2021, we attended, we produced or co-produced 21 different events. And we participated in 14 events. And I gotta say, I've been getting some awards from different people, and I gotta shout them out, and I gotta thank them. Of Senator Louis R. Sepulveda, who gave me a proclamation the other day, and I received a plaque from DJ Superior, and he just coming out with his NFT for DMX, and I got an award from BTM, Blaze the Mic radio show. Matter of fact, I bought just the show, Rob.
What's that? Oh, hey.
Oh, nice.
Hold on, wait. We got to get a shot of that. Give me that. I want to put that up in the camera.
I got that from Blaze the Mic, and that was just before the new year. Can
I take out the plastic?
Yeah.
That's nice.
That's beautiful. So it says, Blaze the Mic New York Awards 2020-21 Outstanding Community Leadership, Al Pizarro. Wow. Good shot.
So, and this is because of the work that Hip Hop Boulevard is doing. And this just confirms that we're doing something. Because remember when we started the show, Rock, we said, let's start a show based on the conversation, because a lot of people talk and don't do. And we're doing, this show is the do show. We talk and we do. So let me continue on with the list. We're branding now in 2 new states. And when we say branding, that means that we have somebody in the state that's branding Hip Hop Boulevard. And that's in St. Louis and South Carolina. All right. And we have our merchandise right now. It's a hoodie, snapback, signature collection. The T-shirts, short sleeve, the T-shirts, long sleeve, the warm-up suits. And ready? Coming soon? Sneakers. Go ahead.
I saw a picture of the sneaker, actually. Yeah. And you know what? It's hot. Yes. It's hot. Like, I want a pair, right? I'm like, all right, listen, I pay like I weigh, baby. You know what I'm saying? You got the sneaker, I cash app you the money, let me get the sneaker. Right? I love the sneaker. The sneaker's beautiful.
So that was designed by Kid Freeze. All right. And we're in negotiations right now. And our guy in Las Vegas that used to be the VP of promotion for Death Row, Kevin Black, is hot and bothered about these sneakers. He said, I'm going to walk it into Adidas or Nike out. This thing is lit. So, and then we got new additions to the company. Geechee Dan, Mean Gene, Reggie Reg from the Crash Crew, and Happy Original Pioneer. So 4 more additions to the company.
Nice.
And then we added a different department, which Geechee Dan's going to be doing, which is called Hip Hop Boulevard International. And we're going to look to do a Hip Hop Boulevard in D.C. That's what he's going to be doing in different cities. So this is all 2021 stuff. This is what we did 2021. So we've been busy in 2021. We have not stopped. And we continue to build and brand and work on the different components that allow us to reach out to the public. Now, we had Tony T that joined us in 2021 to write articles on MCs on our website. We had Tricky D that joined us to write articles on DJs. We had Rockefeller that now just joined us recently to write articles on B-boys and B-girls. We have Kyle Holman that's writing articles on the news. We got DJ Switch writing on the news. So we have people that are running the website and writing these articles. And we still remain with IAS, Jolie Harris, and them that are webmaster, maintaining the integrity, and the website, continues to give all that content. So those are some of the things that we've done. And then we did, then we added on with a one-stop shop hip hop. And we created two things. We created the Hip Hop Boulevard family page, which was an extension of a page of just highlighting different people that we deal with. So we got The Real Discussion on there. We got Mikey D on there. So we got different components like that on that page. And just recently, we started the Internet Radio Listing page, which is going to list any radio station. If you're a radio station, wherever you are and all that, and you want to be listed on this page, please just send it in to Casey and them, and they will put you on there. And every week they showcase a radio station, and they talk about that station, the format, the people on the station, what hours, what days, and all that stuff.
We are going to be on the upcoming one.
Oh, you're coming up on it? Yeah.
The Real Discussion is going to be the next feature.
Look at that, Rock.
Nice.
On what? I'm sorry. You know, when I'm engineering.
Internet radio listing.
Oh, what? Oh, who, us?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh. That's that shit I like.
And then to top it off, look, where's the bag? Show them the bag. We got that from One Stop Shop Hip Hop. And they made sure that they said send some over there to our people at Real Discussion and all that, to give to all the shows on your network.
Right, everybody gets one. Everybody's getting a bag this week.
Well, that's nice.
Yo, yeah, that's hot.
And
come on,
red.
Gary, get it together, Gary. Yo.
Don't do it to him.
No,
it's the first show,
do nothing.
It's the first.
You had one job.
Oh, don't do it to him. It's the first show. Oh.
Here we
There
go.
you go.
Here goes the bag.
There you go. Now turn it so we can actually see it.
Let him see. Oh.
He has it all sideways.
Got it all sideways.
Please, thank you.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. Now, that is nice.
That is nice.
Yeah, we're giving that out to all
One
the shows.
stop shop.
Gary holds it backwards like this. Who cares about this? Right? It's the logo. It's the logo. That's a great bag. I love it. So everybody on the Boardwalk Global Media Network is getting one of those bags.
So that's
Thank you.
The 2021 review. That's what Hip Hop Boulevard did.
Oh, you forgot Cookie.
2021.
Cookie
Wait, we're gonna.
Gonzalez.
This 2022.
I'm sorry. Okay.
That's 2022, bro.
Yes.
So now, can we reflect on yesterday? We did our first panel of the year. All right, and we're talking about. We had a company meeting at 9:00 in the morning. And we discussed a lot of the stuff that I just showed you in my notes. Mm-hmm. And then out of that, guess what? The petty cash department now is going to have 2 petty cash accounts.
Okay.
They decided that everybody should chip in $15 a month on the separate account for things that Hip Hop Boulevard will want to do. That way it has the money to do it. Because, even though you see us branding all over, we're not there yet. We'll let you know when we're there. When we start doing some larger things, we'll let you know when we're there.
Yeah, we'll let me know what's happening.
Yeah. But that's the next thing that we're gonna do right now is talk about the panel.
All right, hit me because I got photos. I got proof the panel actually happened.
So on the panel we had Big Jeff, we had Fast Feet Fontanez, we had Renee Minkins.
Let me see if I can find a picture of that. Hold on. I think I got a picture. Group. There we go. Okay.
So we're gonna let you guys take a look at the pictures that we had for the panel.
Ooh.
There you go.
All right, there we go. Okay, and that's what's happening.
And that's Rock. He just looks like Gary D.
Yes. That's me right between Al and Renee, right there to the right. Yes, that's me. I just have a Gary D mask on.
Interesting.
That day. You know what I'm saying? So,
and then you got Ralphie CBS at the end. And that was the panel for yesterday.
Right, that was great. So what else? Who are some of the people that got like citations?
Man. So we got Riff 170.
Okay, let me find him. There we go. Riff, okay.
Okay.
Him over.
Now, these are original graffiti artists, people. For those of you that are tuning in right now, these guys have been doing it for a minute. And this guy has a gallery that he does his artwork and all that. Please just Google them and you'll find out what they're doing.
You have Delta 2?
Delta 2, another guy.
Delta.
Nice.
He got a citation.
Yep.
Nice.
You got Coase.
Oh, let's get Coase up. Get a close-up of Coase up. There you go. Okay.
Okay. And we don't have a photo right here of Steve Cass, but Steve Cass received an award too.
And then you had Skeff.
And then we have Skeff. And Skeff used to be an engineer with Jazzy J Studios.
That is correct. And he produced a Tribe Called Quest record. And on that record, the legendary line is, Skeff Enslam, he gets props too. That's the actual on the record. Because Skeff actually produced that record. He met up with Q-Tip and them out of Jazzy J's and had a beat, and it ended up on that legendary album.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then what we did was we had a citation made for a gentleman out in London. His name is Ask Him.
Okay.
Now, did you get the picture of what he did on
What?
Kango Kid?
I didn't get that picture. That picture I didn't get. You got to send that.
Yeah.
And then you
Just
have
to give you an example of the artwork that he does. This kid's incredible.
And then you have OnStar.
And then we have OnStar.
Get OnStar's picture.
Well, I send this picture to
There it is. OnStar.
Nice.
It was so dope to see him, and this is a great young man. A little history of OnStar. If you've ever been on the New York City subways, you'll see OnStar and his crew doing all those tricks on the poles and everything, the whole little dance troupe. And, they do the subway. You can't even call it breakdancing. It's more like acrobatics.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You
Light
see them
feet.
do that. Yeah, light feet. You see them do that. Tremendous, wonderful young man. You know what I'm saying? I had the pleasure of actually meeting him I know him from the church, actually.
Wow.
From Bishop Jordan.
Wow.
That's where I actually met him. And then after that, I realized he was the same kid I was seeing on the subway. And I was like, oh, you're the dancing dude. He's like,
Right.
yeah.
All right, I sent you that, Rob.
All right, cool. So I'm going to put you back on camera
Okay.
while I download that, and you can keep on talking.
Okay. So, our sponsors were Curtis Blow,
Okay.
One Stop Shop Hip Hop, and Bronx Connect. And I got to give a big shout out to Reverend Wendy Payne, who been supporting us from the very. Do you know that they supported us from the very beginning when we did our first Hip Hop Boulevard Award? They gave us financial support.
Wow.
So from the beginning, they've been supporting us, and we've been with them all along. Big shout out to them. And Curtis, of course, supported me. Everybody had breakfast because of him.
Wow.
Okay, and the bags were One Stop Shop Hip Hop. So, and this is some of the work from Mascam, and I thought it was.
I don't see it
Not
yet.
yet.
I'm downloading it.
All right,
Keep
I'm
going.
a little ahead.
Yeah, I got you.
All right. So everything that we did yesterday was a combination of what we had left over, like old business that we had to take care of, and then we talked about some new business that we were going forward with. We were supposed to have Detective Fred Washington that was supposed to be on the panel discussing what Hip Hop Boulevard NYPD is going to be doing for 2022. So there are a lot of different plans for 2022, but I want to wait till Rock does what he's doing right now before I go into that with 2022. But I'm interested and very excited about you and OnStar doing this next panel, setting it up for us. Renee's she's over the top with it. She's over the top. This is great, fantastic. So
Nah, that's gonna be special. I was telling On, and he also signed up because, and I was talking to you about this. I'm soon starting a music program, a music workshop.
Talking to the mic. Where you been going that long?
Sorry. It has been that long.
It's been that long, bro. Come on.
I was so focused on Al's eyes.
Yeah.
Passion in his eyes.
Just push that cable in there for me real quick. Yeah, it's gonna be the last of this momentarily. But go ahead.
I'm planning on starting a music workshop for young artists and stuff like that to be able to just have a space to just collab, network, to motivate each other, inspire each other, doing writing sessions, writing drills, recording each other, looking at our marketing, our branding, what can we do, what can we fix, what can we do to take things to the next level, just helping each other out and things of that nature. So I'm very happy to be able to do this panel because, I can be able to bring those people in, whether they're on the panel or they're in the audience. It could really be something special that's talking, that's under the hip-hop umbrella, but get into a nitty-gritty of a specific topic that me and On is still trying to figure out that really get the people of my generation thinking,
Good.
Really get that conversation started.
So you let me know the date. I'll talk to Reverend Wendy so we can set up the date. I'll play to the Bronx Connect and all that. And how can we assist? Of course, we're going to give out citations that day too. We'll let you know who confirms for that. But we really want you to bring in, your group. We want you to be able to make a statement that day. Because, Rock, we're going to bring our people.
Okay.
We're going to bring our people.
Yeah, please.
And then we're going to see what's going to happen. Okay? Because enough is enough. All right? This whole thing, these young kids don't know this and that. Oh, the old school guys, they already old. They had their time. We're going to do that
It's
day.
way overdue. We can't all be in the same room and have that talk.
Yeah, like we need to.
Yeah.
Right? Because this is not, we're all universal. We're all together. We're all the same thing. And I have this wonderful picture. Now, they can't see it. I can see it. We can all see it. And I'm going to make them be able to see it.
Okay.
But this is the preview, right? And then when I do this, then now everybody sees it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, out of London, there's an artist by the name of Ask Him. You can Google him. And this is one of his works.
Nice.
He does hip-hop portraits.
Damn. Oh, yeah, I can see his name right here. It says Ask Him by the Kango logo on the hat. That's incredible. And that looks like the Kango kid, by the way.
Yeah.
That looks like Kango. He did a really, really good job.
Yeah,
So-
I love that.
So he had drops from Ice Cube, Chuck D, and people of that nature giving him the props. So me and Ask Him been talking for 2 years. And I said, I'm going to try to bring you to New York, or I'm going to try to do something special for you. And the New York thing did not pan out yet. Yet. But we did something special for him yesterday. And we called him on WhatsApp, and we had him, so everybody could see him visibly. The video was there, and everybody would look at him in the crowd, and we were taking a photo and showing everybody and all that. Oh, he was excited about this stuff.
Wow, that is listen, and that is great artwork.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When your artwork, my artwork would never look like that. It wouldn't look like Kango. I'm just like I'm a terrible artist. I can't even draw. I'm terrible at it. But that was good. Like there's no doubt that that's Kango.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
So
I'd like to see some more of his work actually.
Me too.
we let's make something happen. Let's do a show and have him call in and all that.
And maybe he could send in a bunch of his stuff
Absolutely.
that he's done, and we could put him up on the screen and really show what he's got going on.
Let's make it happen. Absolutely.
All right, cool. So I have something interesting. Well, no, go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
So 2022, some of the same of 2021. And you know what? I forgot to mention one thing that we did that was pretty huge. We did the Jazzy J first annual festival on Allenton Avenue.
Yes.
And that was incredible. I mean, do you know that Rock closed the show out?
I saw.
Did you see your picture? You got a fantastic photo.
Do I haven't even seen it.
Yo, you got a fantastic photo. Everybody's posting it everywhere.
Can I see the photo? I mean, I appreciate y'all. but-
Gary, you
That
got
would be
that
nice.
photo?
I tagged him on it.
Nah, I ain't see it, bro.
He's tagged on it. He just got to scroll his page.
Listen, just do it again,
bro.
Because I want to see it. You know I'm not on Facebook no more.
Do you have him blocked?
Yeah, right. No, Facebook blocked me.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? So I'm not really on Facebook like that no more. So you gotta,
Facebook
you have to
blocked you.
You have to do, yeah. I think apparently I said something that was anti-Facebook.
So you went to Facebook jail? They put you in Facebook jail? Or
Hard.
Permanently?
Hard. No, I don't even know if I can only sign in from certain places, which is really kind of wild. Or if I post on Instagram, it'll go over to Facebook. But like to get on my phone and all that, I can't get it.
You are uncut on Facebook, though, bro.
Yeah. You know what? Because here's the truth, man. You know, freedom of speech, okay? I want to say what I want to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is supposed to be social media. Right? Not regulated media.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? We supposed to be able to speak freely, and I spoke freely about some shit, and apparently they didn't agree with me.
Right.
So I've been locked down outside because I'm trying to give me some money from YouTube like everybody else. I want to be like a star. I have a special guest in the room that flew in all the way from Australia.
Wow.
Interesting. And we've talked about him on the Real Discussion. And he's going to be here for about 4 weeks. And I've played his videos and I've played his music multiple times on my show. And he's out in Australia doing hip-hop in Australia, right? With the young people. You know what I'm saying? He's been doing his thing. And Gary manages him. Am I correct? Yes. Am I accurate now?
Yeah,
okay.
yes, of course.
Yeah, I don't want to be presumptuous.
Gotcha.
Right? You never want to be wrong about these things, you know, because then, you know, because you're live and then you say the wrong shit and you can't take it back. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to, you know, make sure I was saying the right thing. And so he's sort of on a U.S. tour, really, or a New York City tour, and he's going to all the different podcasts, and he's, you know, here to work with people and kind of get into the studio, and he's performing on the 19th at Maria Davis at Shrine, which someone corrected me is on 133rd Street, and Adam Clayton Powell Boulevard, which is where I'm also going to perform that night. I'm not performing, however, any of the songs that I ever sang. I'm tired of that shit.
I beg your pardon?
Yeah, I'm not doing any of that. I'm going to sing, baby.
Like
I'm a croon. I'm going to, for the first time ever live, MC Sticky is going to sing on stage. I'm going to sing.
Like
I'm going to do a cover song.
Like auto-tune?
No, I'm doing a straight sing.
Oh.
I'm going to let it be heard.
Wow.
And I don't care how bad y'all think it is. Because I seen some crazy shit on Maria Davis stage. I'm like, you know what?
So have I.
I think that I could do that. You know what I'm saying? I think I can do better than that. You know what I'm saying? So for my birthday, I'm going to create a whole atmosphere for myself. And I'm going to come out and naturally sing because, you know, how many times am I going to do Shake What Your Mama Gave You and Say What, and we're going to bounce one time to beat, and I'm yelling at people. You know what I'm saying? I know I should do it, and maybe I'll get to it, but before I ever get to that, I'm going to sing me a song.
You're going to bust a tune?
Yeah, I already sent it to the band.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the band going to play it, and I know that picture. Yeah, that's dope. Yeah. That was when I was closing out. That's when I was ripping it up. Yeah, I was tearing it down that day.
Was you singing then?
Yes, I was doing my classic screaming at everybody and making everybody excited.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So what I want to do,
to you, man.
Yeah, thank you, please.
What type of song is it? Is it a ballad, or is it a?
It is a ballad.
Or is it an R&B?
No, it is a ballad from the 1940s.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm really doing I ain't doing nothing that anybody has ever sung.
Wow.
Right? That's how ill it is. I'm going to literally sing a ballad from the 1940s.
And this ballad, is it like opera level, like where it requires you to reach like a higher octave, or is it like a?
It's right in my key.
Okay.
Right? Because I was going to do I'm a Man from Muddy Waters. You know what I'm saying? Da-na-na-na, when I was a young boy. Da-na-na-na-na, at the age of 5. Da-na-na-na. See, I could do that because he's kind of rapping.
Right.
But then I remembered that I couldn't remember all the words. I only got the first verse, and I was like, fuck that. I didn't want to embarrass myself. But this other song, which has way more words, I've been singing it for so long to myself, you know, that I'm going to actually sing it.
Wow.
That day, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm going to do. But without further ado, I would like to welcome blvd to the show. Can we switch out real quick, Ty Dre?
You can take my
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right, yeah. Put him next to me. Let's get rid of the manager.
Yeah, you know everything.
Yeah, you know everything. Just get out.
Interviewing your agenda.
Yeah. Just get out.
Yeah, get out of here, Gary.
blvd straight out of, you know what I'm saying? Put on the headphones, and now you can hear the full effects of the show.
What's good?
And everything we're doing.
I like what he's wearing, man.
You know what? I really like that shirt.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Very nice.
I'm loving that shirt right now. And I'm just going to put up there's a cover picture of Baba T, actually. Let me just see. Let me just get that. There goes Kango. So Baba T is right here. And I believe even in that, he's wearing the Hip Hop Boulevard. Yeah, there he is. Nice. Yeah, even in that.
Front cover.
Yeah, front cover of IAS. He's wearing the Hip Hop Boulevard joint. He's got he's popping his collar in this joint. You know what I'm saying?
It's a good photo.
I'll recreate that.
Yeah. That was hot. So Baba T, let's talk, bro.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? We've been talking to you online.
It has been a while.
To your mom and your grandmom.
Yeah.
So what's going on? What brings you to the United States? You know what? I don't even want to talk about that. I would like to know, because you're in Australia, right? Yes. First of all, what was the first hip hop record that you heard?
Oh man, it would have been a long time ago. I'm 21 now.
Oh, that's a long time, huh?
Long time for me.
My man, I'm 55 years old. You want to talk about a long time, all right? What were you, 10? Like 11 years ago? Like what are you saying?
I'm talking like probably 20 years ago, probably. Like
Jesus, from like one.
Yeah, man. My mom has always raised me on hip hop, so it probably would have been like a Tupac song. Okay. The oldest song I can kind of remember me like knowing all the lyrics to was what's it called? The Tupac song, Every Other City We Go. Every other video.
Oh, with the hoes, right? The one with Nate Dogg.
That's
singing the chorus. Okay.
That's probably like the earliest song I can remember knowing the lyrics to.
Right.
That's when he cut the deal with Death Row.
Yeah, that's right. And how old were you, by the way?
Like I was born after his time, but I probably would have been, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4.
Can you imagine a 4-year-old going, everywhere we go?
What a song.
Them hoes. At 3 years old, this nigga's talking about hoes. He's like, because I know you wasn't editing it, right?
No. So my mom always kind of brought me up on the rule that like there were no swear words in like the household or whatever. So when it came to those songs, I just never said any swear words.
Okay, so here we go.
Yeah. If I'm being actually honest, I don't think my mom actually ever heard me swear until I started making music.
Word, that's respect right there. Yeah, my mom didn't hear me swearing until I started swearing early. I just got the shit smacked out of me too. I started early.
Nice.
I think I was playing baseball. I was playing Little League, and I missed the ball, and I said "fuck," and my mom was like, she came right to the plate.
In front of everybody?
In front of everybody.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I never used that word again for about a week.
That's a good mom.
Then I got
funny
back
because I don't curse in front of my mom.
You don't?
To this day.
Yeah.
To this day.
Yeah. I wasn't cursing in front of her. I was cursing about the ball.
Right.
You know, but yeah.
But you get that. That's it was collateral damage right there.
Oh boy, was it? and I received that. So you decided to rap.
I decided to rap. Yeah.
And what was the first step?
Well, so it kind of.
And what age?
Yeah. So during high school, I was kind of rapping a bit. Wasn't taking it seriously at all. It was more so just like writing here and there. And that was probably when I was like 15, 16. And then like I've always said I wanted to be a rapper ever since I was like a little kid. But obviously living in Australia, there's not much opportunity for artists to come up. I don't know if you have ever heard like Aussie rap music, but it's definitely not what you guys would know as hip hop. Aussie rap music is like a complete different thing on its own.
We gotta hear some of that.
Yeah, we need some of that.
Yeah, for sure. And so, respect to all of them, but that wasn't my style at all. And I knew that. It was always American hip hop. So I always said I wanted to be a rapper. I was 18 and then I actually ended up going to university for law. So I was studying law for a little while in university and then I dropped out to start my own business.
Which was what?
It was called Section Down Under. So I was essentially doing interviews with rappers, Aussie rappers as well as like American rappers. So Smoke Perp came out to Australia in 2019 in January, and I was lucky enough to be backstage there.
I just want to be clear because he asked, are we talking about Smoke Pop Smoke?
No.
No.
Smoke Perp.
Who's that?
He's a different artist. He's
Smoke
mainstream young artist.
Yeah. Oh, I'm old.
I know.
So I won't know.
I was waiting to see when you were gonna. You said it, I said. I looked right at your eyes. I said,
I ain't gonna let no shit glaze over there. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Smoke perp.
Smoke Perp,
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
So you know Lil Pump. I don't know if you know.
no, they ain't going to
Oh, well, yeah, there you go.
That's you and Ty Dre. Yeah, that's why I got Ty
That's,
Dre.
that's how
Yeah.
But anyways, so Smoke Perp came out. I got to meet him and got to meet like a bunch of other artists, and that was kind of my first taste of the music industry. And from then on, even though I was doing my business, I knew that I wanted to be a rapper. I just didn't know how to start, because once again, there was no opportunity. So fast forward to about probably mid 2019, like July 2019. I met some guys who I'm now pretty close with, and they're all rappers themselves and producers. And they were making like music that I listened to, but like for the American market. So they were pretty decently big in the underground like SoundCloud scene in like 2017, 2018, 2019. And so they were working with big artists at the time. And I was like, okay, like these guys are Aussie, they're from my area. Like if they can do it, I can do it. And they kind of helped me like learn how to record at home. So I completely skipped the whole like going to studios and everything like that. I was just going to their houses and recording there. And then I bought my own equipment and started doing it in my bedroom. And I just learned how to give myself a light little mix so that I could hear it as like a demo and how to record. And so, yeah, it was about towards the end of 2019 now, and I was making my first couple songs, but they weren't anything good. They were just like, I thought they were decent.
It's like Rock's first record.
Yeah. Exactly. Me and you, we the same, baby.
Exactly.
We made terrible music in the beginning.
Exactly.
So, okay,
man.
all right.
Exactly. So, about 2019, end of 2019, I was making music. Didn't really like how it was sounding, but I was doing it. I was making that first step, and that's what counted towards me. And then so 2020 came around, obviously COVID hit, and I decided to put music on pause just because, you know, I just had a lot of stuff going on at the time.
Yeah, the whole world was on pause.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So during that time I was in a relationship. At the end of 2020, or like September 2020, we broke up, and then that's when I decided that, you know, music was what I'm gonna do. 100%.
Yeah, that's it, baby.
Yeah, man. So that,
The breakup did it.
Oh yeah, that's always
That's
the
it.
best.
Exactly.
You throw yourself into work, whatever, the energy comes out of nowhere. Now I'm gonna do this now. I'm gonna show her. That's it. I'm gonna do it now.
They always say a breakup either makes you or breaks you.
That is correct.
There you go.
It is always the catalyst.
Always.
I'm telling you, we're the same.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
my first wife, we had a little problem. You know what I'm saying? I was a little younger than you actually, because I got married young. I got married when I was about 18.
Wow.
And my ex-wife, you know, she was like, "It's me or the music." Matter of fact, she was and we'd already had some problems. You know what I'm saying? And I had to try to work it out. I tried to work it out. And one day, you know, I came home and she was there and she's like, "Well, it's either your music or your family." I said, "I'll be right back." I went to the store and got some garbage bags. Right? I threw all my shit in the garbage bag. I was like, if you don't believe in my dream, then you know what? We don't need to be doing this. Right?
Exactly.
I'm not going to go work in the post office.
Right.
You know, I'm not going to work for my father's company. My dream is music. And I bounced. And I called a U-Haul truck the next day and got all my records and my equipment and stuff. But that usually is the case, though.
Yeah, man, and that was pretty much the same with me. You know, I wasn't given an ultimatum like that, but you know, it was just pretty much like, you know, is it the music or is it this? Because I didn't want a normal 9-to-5 lifestyle. You know, I don't think that's for me. I thought it was for me, and that's why I went to university to study law.
But you know what's funny? It's because there's a difference when you say dream and you say music. When you're with a significant other, they're gonna use music, right? They're gonna sound your music. But your music is actually your dream. It's your dream. So when somebody actually, they're never gonna use that word. But if somebody tells you, "Is your dream or the family?" Now that's a bigger impact, right?
Exactly.
When it's music, it seems like it's just a hobby.
Yeah, it's just a side hustle.
You're not gonna be one of these big stars, you know. But your dream.
Dream, yeah. And that dream made the difference in my response.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't really care how I got in music.
Yeah.
I didn't care. I was already DJing. I was already doing all that stuff. But I knew that I wanted to be in this music entertainment thing. And despite the fact that I wanted to rap, it didn't matter where I got in, as long as I was in. You know what I'm saying? And that is the dream. right? Really, you know what I'm saying?
And look at where you're at now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're in the United States, sitting next to legends, baby.
Exactly. Man. I'm glad to be with you guys, man. I really appreciate this. It's sick.
Right.
This is sick.
How long you gonna be here for, Gary? From the studio. From the studio
From the
audience.
studio audience. Gary, how long is he gonna be here?
4 weeks.
4 weeks.
4 weeks. We gotta do something.
Yeah, we do.
We gotta
We're gonna
definitely
do
do something that'll be dope. So I heard you had a hype man that you liked when you were younger.
yes,
Yeah, I heard you had a favorite hype
I
man.
can't remember what his name was, but
Right,
it's
right.
crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, Tydre, I think this is alluding to something.
Yeah, I heard
I'm trying to see where this is
So,
going.
a funny little story is when I was younger, I don't know how old, probably I was like really young. My mum used to play Say What in the car and around the house all the time. And I used to sing it heaps, and it used to be one of my favorite songs when I was a kid. And then, fast forward to a couple months ago, and then my mum figured out that Say What is actually a rock song.
Yeah.
And
yeah. Ladies in the back, where you at? Say what? Bitches in the front, niggas in the back, where you at? Say what?
You used to say that part too?
Yeah.
I had to censor it, had to cut it. Yep.
Oh, in the chat room, Claudia Perez says, I love his accent.
Is that your impersonation of his accent?
Welcome. No, I'll just read. I'm at it. Yeah, maybe.
I heard the
I love his accent. No, I'm terrible at it. I'm terrible at accents.
I want to hear the Aussie accents because Americans can never do Aussie accents.
Yeah,
No, they can't.
I'm not even gonna attempt.
No, I mean, I know,
myself.
like, y'all don't say Melbourne, you'll say Melbourne.
Yeah, we say
Right?
Mel. It's like Mel Ben.
Right,
Say
Melbourne.
Ben and just Mel. So
Yeah.
Mel Ben.
Yeah, it's not
Melbourne.
born.
Yeah, no. It's
Right.
not
Yeah, they
born.
don't do that.
No.
I knew,
Melbourne.
and then they're like, you're a bloke, like some shit like that,
That
right?
sounds
Yeah,
disrespectful.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mate.
mate, bloke,
Yeah.
right?
Mate.
Yeah, no. I had a friend. She was from Australia. She used to put me down on all that shit. I used to know. Let me see what they're talking about in the chat room. Welcome to the United States.
Thank you.
Whatever they say, can we get a copy? Wow, can we get a copy of that artwork? And that was at Peso. Amanda's your mom, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
yeah, so
sir.
she's there. And she's like, thank you, Casey, because I think
For
Casey said something.
anyone
Oh,
that's
Casey
wondering.
said, welcome Tone Day, right? And then Peace Mandy, they're all, the chat room's lit up. Everybody's talking, man. This is beautiful. This is dope.
This is dope. What would you about to say?
Yeah, now
Oh,
go back.
I was gonna
back to
say-
you, because I want to hear what's going on.
Oh, no, I was just going to say for anyone wondering, that is my mum. I'm half African, half Australian, so she's white
Nice.
and my dad's African.
Nice.
But yeah, people used to always say that, like, they were just confused because in Australia back then, like, there weren't many Africans, I guess, or if there weren't many, like, interracial kids and, like,
Right.
and half kids.
Right.
So, it's just something that when I was growing up, people used to think I was adopted.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, no, because your mom is diametrically different than you are. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Very different,
if you're
very
standing next to your mom, you're like, that ain't your mom.
Yeah, nah, you wouldn't.
You'd be like, that's your manager, right? Like, that's kind of where you was at, so
Exactly.
I get it. Yeah. Did you experience any type of pushback or racism because of that, because of the interracial situation in Australia? Because I know Australia isn't kind to the indigenous people.
No. So Australia, I'm actually indigenous as well. As a matter of fact, but I think the thing with racism is it's everywhere around the world, right? It's not just in America. It's not just in wherever. It's everywhere. But some places it's a lot worse than what it is. I'd say it's definitely worse here than what it is in Australia.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd say Australians are pretty racist in my opinion, but not towards like black people. Or, I mean, I guess it depends where you're from. I've never really had issues of like racism. When I was younger, I got bullied in school by some kid who I was better at a sport at,
Right.
and then he just decided to pull the race card.
Of course.
And I got sad about that because I was like a little kid. But growing up in Australia, I think we're very different to the rest of the world. Like, we're very tough-skinned, and our kind of like language to each other is like, I was saying to Gary before, our kind of language is like abuse to each other. So you grow up and you kind of get used to hearing certain things from different people, and it's kind of just like you grow up and it's natural, you know what I mean?
Right.
I believe that I'm very like strong-minded, and just stuff like that doesn't faze me. But yeah, I haven't really had any problems in like my older life.
I mean, because you're a tough country, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll speak like you're fighting. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a certain aggression that you hear. And I remember when I went, I had to get used to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all would speak a certain way to each other. And I'd be like, damn, like, are they mad at each other? Or it was just like y'all had this very aggressive way of speaking to each
Yeah,
other?
no, definitely. Like when we talk to each other, we could be like sounding like we're really mad, but we're just chatting. You You know what I mean? Like it's just how we are.
Wow.
But then
I'm about to say that sounds familiar, don't it?
I'm interested in something though, but you know.
Let me go to Al. Go ahead, Al.
So one of the movies that really hit me was Crocodile Dundee.
Okay.
All right. So
Okay. Where is this going?
I mean, you know, I carry
that's not a knife. That's not a knife.
a toothpick over there, right?
That's not a knife.
Al pulls on a box cutter. You're like, that's not a knife. This is a knife.
I had to do it right.
I know. You know,
He's probably been.
the dingo took my baby. What was it? What was that one?
Yeah, I don't know the movie, but yeah, that was a thing that happened.
Right.
That
That actually really happened.
Yeah, actual thing that happened in Northern Territory.
The what took the baby?
A dingo.
A dingo. That's
You know,
kind of like a dog wolf
Like a dog.
thing.
It's pretty much like a hybrid between like a dog and a wolf, but it's like outback style. So it's made for like hot conditions instead of wolves that are made for like colder.
So they're in the less populated part of Australia.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
They don't bark.
They don't bark. And it was a movie. And this is what we saw in the United States, right? And all we remember from the movie is the dingo took my baby. Like that's all we remember from the movie.
It's not a bad accent.
That's
by
it.
the way.
That wasn't bad, was it?
It was pretty decent. Pretty decent. It was all right.
It was almost spot on. You know?
They got a vampire movie right now that I've been watching. I think it's called Fire or something, based out of Australia.
Oh really?
Really?
Oh really?
All right. Now I'm gonna watch it tonight.
First of all, why are you watching that?
Now I'm gonna look it up on Netflix. But I gotta see that. Call Robin.
Man, I'm excited he's here though.
No, listen, and then on
4 weeks is long.
So yeah. Well, first of all, you don't fly for Australia for a weekend.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? How long was that flight?
That flight was ridiculous, if I'm being honest. It was straight up ridiculous. But it was about a 9.5 hour flight from Sydney to Hawaii. We had a 5-hour layover in Hawaii and then an 8.5 flight from Hawaii to New York. So all up, that's,
About 20-something hours.
Yeah, 23, 24 hours. Maybe 25.
And how was it with the COVID restrictions?
Oh, it's...
Because you guys got it rough.
Yeah.
Can you explain what life is like in Australia under COVID, please?
Yeah. So we had... everything was fine. Everything was peaceful. And then 2020 hit. And life just paused like it did around the rest of the world. But Australia is definitely like a smaller population than like most of the world. Like... I think the state of New York, Gary was saying, has about 20 million people. In Australia, our entire population is 27 million across the entire country, and we have a massive country.
Because you guys don't occupy a lot of the country.
No, so we only occupy the East Coast, the West Coast, and then like little bits in the middle. But the bits in the middle aren't as populated. You pretty much live on the East Coast.
Right.
West Coast is like a little bit populated, but East is where like the
It's where
millions-
everything is at. Yeah. Because the west coast of Australia is called what? What was the name?
Perth.
Right.
Yeah.
Perth is the west coast. Right. Yep. And then there's nothing really in between. And
No, you've got like Northern
Spots.
Territory. You've got spots, but yeah, it's just
So how did y'all deal with the lockdown?
Yeah, so lockdown hit and country paused, but obviously we rely heavily on tourism, and especially in the industry that I work in is like my casual job. I work at a zoo. So we're
you work at a zoo?
Yeah.
Yeah. Big shout out to the animals, baby.
Props on that.
The horns.
Okay.
So we heavily rely on tourism, and the world's shut, and it was pretty difficult. But the government, we get paid really well compared to America, and that's what I've been realizing so far here in my day.
Wait a minute. Wait, back that up.
Don't be
You
surprised.
get paid more?
You're surprised?
Way more.
Are you really surprised?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, there we go.
Are you really
Rob,
surprised?
how do we
Too late now, Al.
How do we move?
Too late.
How do we migrate?
Get over there.
How do we have that? Okay, so minimum wage now is $15 here.
Yeah, that's nothing.
He's like, we don't even see that number.
What is that to them?
That's
a dollar bill.
Yeah, that's disrespectful.
So minimum wage in Australia, it depends on your industry. Like if you can start working from the age of 14 and 9 months. And if you get a job at McDonald's. Over there, we call it Macca's.
Right.
That's what we call McDonald's is Macca's.
Macca's.
Yeah,
Mackins.
Mackins.
Macca's.
Oh, Macca's. with ER.
Macca's.
Oh, we're going to Mackins.
It's like
Macca's.
you say it with an A, but yeah, technically, like if you want to pronounce it properly, like Macca's, but yeah, it's like
Macca's.
Macca's.
Macca.
Yeah,
We'll start messing with people now.
Yeah.
We're going to Macca's.
I'm going to Macca's. I'm going to Macca's, baby.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give me a Big Mac from Macca's.
There you go. There you go.
Got it.
Big Macca.
But yeah, so if you were like 14, you'd probably get paid, I don't know, maybe like 10, 12 bucks, which is like obviously pretty low. But, you know, if you're an adult and you're working in like a retail industry or something, the minimum wage will normally be about 20 to 20 something dollars. I get paid like $26 an hour at my work.
Hey, yo, people, y'all hear that? Honey, we're moving to Australia.
Right now. We out. And I'm going to work in Macca's as an adult.
Yep.
So I give me some paper.
Exactly.
You know.
So COVID. So it locked down, but the government were able to give everybody money like on a weekly basis. So
On a weekly basis?
On a weekly basis. So we were getting $750 a week.
On top of your pay.
Oh, we weren't working.
Oh, you weren't working. Oh,
that was like the unemployment part.
That was the unemployment part.
Still, that's still more than
we
here.
were doing that. We were doing that.
No, we weren't.
We were doing unemployment.
I
We
mean,
wasn't working.
but
I don't know what you was doing.
No, I was getting unemployment, but it was like around 400.
Right.
People were getting about $1,000.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah,
$1,000?
I cracked the grand, baby.
Oh, for unemployment?
Yeah.
Wait. Are we talking about when they
The lockdown.
When the lockdown.
I remember when they gave us the big amount of money, right?
Right. The 6. Because everyone was getting
Right.
6.
Everybody got that.
Right.
But moving forward every week, I only got 400.
Oh yeah, no. Off of the 6, everyone had like 6 and 4.
Right.
So they were getting like 9. 1,000. And then when they took away that 6, then everyone was getting what they were supposed to get.
Right.
Which was like 400, 500 a week. Like that. That was
Okay,
They wasn't even getting no stimulus.
Oh.
Their 750 was it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
But
How
yeah,
long that last for you guys?
pretty much up until like a couple months ago, to be honest. Yeah.
Whoa.
September.
It was October.
Yeah,
at the end of
we died in
October
September.
31st, Yeah.
You see, Tiger?
Australia's the place to be, man. If you want to get money, hey.
I'm out. Listen, I'm on the next shift. Matter of fact,
23-hour flight, huh?
February 2nd. I'm out. Got my passport. So I heard they have a sort of like a tracking system on you guys. This is what I heard. I don't know. I'm just asking.
Tracking.
Well, I mean,
You're like someone they can like you sign into different places or something on your phone or some shit.
So to help the kind of like, stop of the tracking of like where the COVID cases were starting, because there's been points in time during COVID where we've gotten rid of it completely from our country. And then the only times it's come back is when we're like, okay, we can let international travelers back
Let in the boat, yeah.
Yeah, then that comes back.
And them suckers come from other countries and go and mess up things.
Exactly.
That's right.
But so we
suckers.
Yeah,
We're
pretty
the
much the rest of the world. Yeah.
New Yorkers.
Exactly.
United States.
Okay.
But yeah, so we have this system where you go to any restaurant, any shopping center, anywhere that's a registered business,
Right.
you have to check in. So it's this little app. The state that I live in is called New South Wales. So it's an app on your phone called Service New South Wales, and you just scan the QR code and then you just check in with your name and your phone number, so that if there is a COVID case there, they can call you and be like, look, there was.
We're gonna
someone
delete
there.
that from the show.
Yeah.
We don't want you to
we get these fuckers no ideas.
Yeah,
No
exactly.
ideas.
No, you don't want that over here. You don't want that over here. It's been a big political issue in our country, but yeah, it's
And I'm
it is
guessing
what it is.
they're enforcing like the vaccine. And
Yes.
booster and
So
all that
our
over there.
country is pretty much all vaccinated. I think
Okay.
the vaccination rate's either 80 or 90% for the entire country. But yeah, it's forced. I'm not a fan of that. I got my own ideas on that, but it's what it is.
And is Omicron bad over there?
Yeah, it's actually, I mean, in terms of like getting sick and stuff, it's not that bad from everybody who I know who's gotten it. It's just, you get sick for
A bad
couple
cold.
days.
Not
Yeah,
a
bad
bad
cold.
Really bad cold.
But
With
yeah,
a different
it's-
name.
Yeah.
It's
Is
spreading.
it? Was there a particular? What was the particular vaccine you guys were getting?
Pfizer and
doing Pfizer?
Moderna?
AstraZeneca. I don't know if you
AstraZeneca.
guys have AstraZeneca.
What is that?
Yeah,
That's the other one. That's in Europe. They have AstraZeneca.
Yeah, it's like a European one.
That sounds like a disease itself.
Yeah.
You want to hear a funny story?
Yes.
So the AstraZeneca vaccines were known to cause anybody who's 50 years old and up blood clots.
Oh.
And it was
Hey,
like,
that's not the Johnson & Johnson.
yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
The Johnson & Johnson.
Al's clotted. Call 911.
So so AstraZeneca was something that the government pushed and then kind of double backed on because they didn't realize the full medical effects on it. So at first they were like, we don't have enough Pfizer, because Pfizer was like the elite one. So if you work,
They have more money.
exactly. So if you, we get them for free actually. So yeah, it's
But that's supposed to be the upper echelon
the upper echelon. So
of vaccines.
exactly. So
Right.
if you work in like healthcare or anything like that, you had to get the Pfizer one first. And then they tried to like publicly push AstraZeneca for everybody. And then they realized that it's not for everybody. It's only for the younger generation who can actually, deal with
Tolerate
that.
it.
Exactly. So yeah, they double backed on that. But other than that, I think they didn't get it right at the start, but I think they've got it right now.
Okay, all right. That's cool. That's cool, baby.
And is hip hop prominent over there as it is here?
It's not like it is here. So as I said before, there is like an Aussie rap scene. But in terms of like hip hop, like that you guys would hear, and like that's mainstream hip hop that we listen to, it's not over there. So obviously people listen to hip hop, and it's like one of the biggest genres in the world, right? Like heaps of people listen to it. But over there, the history isn't appreciated. So it's more just like, that rapper has a hit song on the radio right now, I'm gonna listen to him. It's not about like the history, and so
The culture.
Yeah, exactly, the culture, the history. So I myself, like, I know bits and pieces, but obviously, like, we don't get taught about it. We don't have like the OGs and.
Well,
people
one
like
stop we're definitely going to make with you is to the Universal Hip Hop Museum.
For sure.
Yeah, you got to take it there.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got to go there to see,
definitely gotta see it.
do the exhibit. They broke ground on the actual museum, so this is just an exhibit.
Okay, yeah.
But there's plenty of history there for you can actually see and we can talk about.
Yeah, for sure. That'd be a really good experience because I'd love to get to know more. Because obviously, you know the bits and pieces that are like the mainstream bits and pieces, but you don't know like everything. You know what I mean?
Let me tell you something. If a month over here, you're hanging out with the right group. When you go back, you're gonna be on interview to all the stations over there and all that because you're gonna give them some worldly information on hip hop.
for sure.
I'm gonna tell you about hip hop. You don't know about hip hop. I'm gonna tell you now.
Right, I've seen it.
I feel it. Shit touched it.
Exactly. I'll have to show you guys some Aussie hip hop as well at some point. I'll have to show you just what we
Bring it. We'll do it, YouTube it, all that stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
But I know my I'm on the clock. My time is limited because I have another show coming at 4 o'clock. But
What time is it?
3:30.
Oh, time is flying.
Yeah, we ran like an hour and a half, but I knew we were going to run long.
Of course.
It's the first show.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're back, and, I don't care. We go long. A good conversation is a good conversation.
Exactly.
The vibes.
Why? Why fuck the vibe up when the vibe is dope?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just based on time. Like, it's not like we're paying for time. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What is time?
yeah, what is time? Like, listen, we can just do this shit.
Time is
You know what I'm saying?
man-made.
Which is the beautiful part of it. We can just do it. You know what I'm saying? So there's no stipulation. But
One thing I will say actually, I think America is a lot friendlier than Australia, like off the bat.
okay.
At New York too?
Yeah, even New York. You'd be surprised. So
So welcome to the New York.
I'll say that is surprising.
yeah,
No, because we were fucked up, bro. I'm just telling y'all.
Yeah.
The 70s, the 60s,
No, we still are.
and the 80s,
Yeah.
we were the rudest city in the world.
We still are.
Oh yeah. We didn't talk
I've
to
heard
anybody.
stories,
Yeah.
but I just haven't witnessed it yet. I'll probably witness
Keep taking
it
the
soon.
train.
But you gotta remember that you're around the hip hop culture also, which is kind of it's a different animal.
It's inviting.
Right.
Yeah,
You know?
Yeah, for sure.
So once you start going out of that, then you
Right.
probably experience
You'll
some
see
of
You
the
that.
might
world.
get a little something.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
see
definitely
New
not
York.
like it's not like the 70s in the
Welcome through 125th.
Yeah. And even then, they're kind of like, like it's
Lexington
not.
side.
Yeah. That's where you see all the heroin addicts and the buck. Yeah, you see.
Take them to Third Ave.
Yeah, they leaned out. You know what I'm saying? They done hit the smack and
Proper coked up. Yeah.
listen, we can drive past it. You can see it. You like, look at
It's an
that.
experience.
I'm like, look, see that?
This is the real New York.
Hey, that's
That
what I've come for.
Is the methadone clinic on 125th, and they are leaning. Watch, he's not going to fall.
Yeah. No matter what.
No
they
matter
don't
what.
fall.
Yeah, they don't fall.
They don't fall.
Now they hit that heroin, baby, and they got balance.
On a moving train, they don't fall.
They don't fall.
And people are panicking, like, yo, somebody like, and the person's sitting down like,
you're gonna fall.
All of me.
Right.
Nope, he don't fall.
You been on the train already?
Yeah, to get here we got on.
Yeah, they came with Gary on the train.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you get a little bit of that.
Yeah, I got a little bit.
What train was that, Gary?
The E.
God bless you.
So what are your plans over the next couple of weeks?
So Gary's
You'll be here a lot.
Yeah.
You know, you'll be here in the studio because this Friday you'll be on my show.
Okay, yep.
This Friday, which is an entirely different beast.
Came for that.
Yeah, don't. I mean, well, y'all seen it.
Yeah, I've watched it.
I've watched it. So you kind of know what it's about. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So just understand if it isn't about you, but it's about you.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We like to, I like to get to know motherfuckers.
Yeah, no,
so I start talking all kinds of wild shit. You be like, my mom's here. I can't talk about that. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have a good time with that.
I'm an open book, bro. I'm an open book. So.
And we'll have some fun. But what are your plans?
We've got a lot of stuff planned. We're gonna be doing some meetings, getting my EPK sorted, so that we can kind of finally start pushing, I guess, like professionally, and like kind of getting towards my goals of like performing and whatnot.
Right.
Photo shoots, hopefully doing a song with Rock at some point. If that works. And then just
I like doing things with the youth. So good.
Thanks, man. Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, I did a song with Ty Dre and I was hype.
Oh, real?
Yeah, he called me. He's like, Rock, I got a song. I was like, what? I was like, I'm excited to me.
That's a hot song.
Yeah, I think I sent the vocal back like the next hour. Like I just jumped on it. It was like
very fast.
Yeah, I get really animated and excited about that because
that's what you want.
That carries me over.
Exactly.
And opens me up to an audience of people that, a young generation, you know what I'm saying? And
exactly.
I think it should be more of that going on in hip hop.
Sure. And that's something that I notice, like just as like an onlooker of hip hop and someone who's been listening to it all my life, is that, there really is a divide. And I don't know what it's like as much now, but there's obviously still a divide. But I remember back in like 2017, 2018, there was a massive divide between the older gen and the new gen because like the new like mumble rap kind of thing that came in like 2016, like 21 Savage, Lil Uzi and all them, they kind of changed the game up on how hip hop is now perceived now. And I know that there was like a massive divide back then of the old heads.
And what happens is change is when somebody used to doing something for a very long time and something comes different, change is scary for some people.
For sure.
So either they push it away or they ignore it or they diss it totally, because they're not accepting that change.
Exactly.
Am I able to do that? Do I even want to do that? Am I feeling that? And all that. And, it's important that we embrace change if it's in a positive way to be able to learn more. We got to adapt. Come on. What are you going to do? You're going to carry a long cord with your phone from the house and wait a minute, that's as far as I go. Yeah, what's up, bro? You got a cell phone? Nah, bro. I'm keeping it real,
Right.
It's changed.
And I've never understood that mentality of like the older people not being able to, adapt to the new one and just either give up or like just accept it, and give.
Well, it's called stupidity, right? Because it's the same thing that happened with the generation before our generation, that they were the R&B and the James Browns and the James Ingrams of the world that thought hip hop was a fad, right? They didn't mentor us in this shit. We just created it and kept it moving, And instead of them coming and going, "Hey, young blood, this is kind of how things should work," and even teach us about the music business, right? This is publishing. This is that. They didn't do that. We had to do this as we were going along. We had to figure it out ourselves. So that's the shame in it. And for our generation, which is the older generation, hip hop for me would be like like Bam and Flash and those guys and Herc and all those guys. They did exactly the same thing to us. You know what I'm saying? They didn't really include us in what was happening. We had to just kind of make our way, which is how it keeps changing.
Exactly, yeah.
Right? Because no one's there to go, this is what's dope.
No, yeah.
And now you have the mumble rap, and trust me when I tell you, my generation is the one that created mumble rap because we didn't mention them to go, nah, you don't rap like that, young blood.
Yeah.
You should pronounce your words. And this is a beat that would keep you moving. Like there was no mentorship in it.
Yeah.
So, here on the conversation in Hip Hop Boulevard and the Universal Hip Hop Museum and myself, it's, you know, for me, it's always about the mentorship, right? To say this is where, and take what I did and make it better.
Yeah.
Right? That's the idea.
I could definitely see that. Like even from sitting down outside of this area, just taking in what you guys were saying, and I could really tell that you guys are like out here trying to push the youth, especially like with you kind of passing the torch down to Ty Dre for the events. And you know, I can definitely see that you guys are about the youth and about the movement and understanding that to keep this going, we need to start.
You need young blood.
Active. Yeah,
we need to be able to understand that, you know, our longevity is getting shorter.
Ain't that long.
Yeah.
I got a lot more years behind me than I got in front of me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's over, right?
So if you want something to last, you're going to have to pass it in capable hands.
For sure.
And give them the right information so that way we'll go forward in the direction that you have
That you
the
want to
vision
go.
for.
Yeah.
So I think that, you know, first thing, we appreciate you coming over here.
Thank you.
And I know that Gary and Rock, you're in good hands and all that stuff. I know you're going to hang out with Ty Dre. There's going to be a lot of things you're going to see in the next 4 weeks. It's definitely going to change your scope when you go back.
And I'll definitely be back pretty soon afterwards. I'm hoping to start coming out here a bit more often. So
yeah, definitely, man. And you know, and we got you for the next 4 weeks with different stuff we're going to be doing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
and this is what it's about. See, because it doesn't, if you came from Russia, China, wherever you came from, this is how we accept you for those people that are on the chat room.
Right.
This is what we talk about. Hip hop is hip hop.
Yeah.
All right.
It's around the world.
Matter.
It's around the world. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Gary. What?
I said long ago. I told Al. I said there's a hip hop boulevard in every country.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so, right? Somebody started the shit somewhere.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah, right. And every state, for that matter, right? Someone brought it to there. And,
What we got in the chat room there?
oh my God. Diane Cameron. That's grandma.
shout out to my grandma.
Yeah, bitch out to grandma. She's like, I'm so proud of Tunde, right? And a matter of fact, what time is it back home? Because she's up late, or isn't she?
It would be probably about 6 a.m.
Yeah, it's early morning for her right now. It's 6 a.m. in the morning. Renee Mickens says, yes, great show. Diane Cameron says, great show. Joel Cameron, who's that?
Probably.
My man's holding it down.
Okay, family member.
Let's go,
friend,
my Sydney rep. I think that's what the rest of that says.
Yeah.
He said, my man is holding it down. You ain't lying.
Shout
that
out
is the
to
truth.
You, shout out to you.
Renee, yes. Baba T is awesome. Speaks very well, too. So, you know, the chat room has been lit the whole time. You know what I'm saying? And I'm so glad you came on the show. And I know I got to end the show because I got to set up for another show. But, you know, I'll see you obviously during the week.
For sure, yeah.
We'll get together. And definitely next Friday.
Yes.
On the Real Discussion and all that stuff. And then, Al, you're back in 2 weeks, right?
2 weeks.
Okay.
So, 2022, sneaker. And this is what I'm going to say. There's a new cable company in town. And we're having conversations with them. Get ready.
And there you go. Al Pazal punches out in Al Pazal style. Cliffhanger, y'all. See y'all in 2 weeks.